was so
Oh
good.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Dane just makes good stuff. So, yeah. So, welcome to everybody to the Purgatory Aftershow for the first time in a while. Sorry for the delay, but some of us had to go to Japan or whatever. It was a whole thing. Um, anyway, you were just serenaded by the sweet, sweet sounds of Mordant Etch, which is a band by a friend of the pod, Dane, who we had on and interviewed with his other band, Reek Mind. So, yeah, that was pretty sick. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
an
the EP
EP
is
of the
awesome.
year. EP of the year candidate.
Yeah,
Already, it's
yeah.
so good. It's got
And
so
such a
many
great
riffs.
logo too. Yeah, we'll get a
Yeah.
logo one day. Don't you worry, guys. Anyway, but yeah, as always, I am joined by Matthew,
Hey, what's
as
up?
well as Mauricio, as always. So,
Hello.
how was
Uh,
Japan, Mauricio? Speaking of,
Oh, it was great. Um, there's two things that I want to talk about very briefly about my trip that I think it could be interesting to people. First one is that it was my first time driving in Japan, and maybe for Wibs that's kind of normal, but for me it isn't because they drive on the opposite side, and then everything is
oh,
inverted. But the thing I didn't know, and well, I knew that, but like had never experienced that before. It was like the fact that the windshield wipers and the turn signal, they're also inverted. So,
oh,
and then I got confused when I got there. I got confused when I got back. It's a whole ordeal.
oh,
Yeah, but it was actually surprisingly very, very chill. They are very calm, and it's just pretty chill. The roads though super narrow in certain areas. So, but like I'm from Brazil, so it's 10 times easier than driving in any city in Brazil whatsoever because people are not angry all the time and they want to kill all the time. So that's number one. The second one is that the very first day we went to the southern part of Japan. We were exploring this city called Kagoshima. And then while there, they had this small sake festival, right? And then we were walking by, we saw them and said, all right, we're gonna go check it out. So we got in, and I'm the only foreigner there. And I'm not sure, for listeners of the pod that don't know me personally, like I'm 6'1". In Japan, that's the equivalent of being a giant, like a monster, just roaming the
yeah,
streets of that country full of like little people. My wife is Japanese, by the way, like Japanese descendant, so I feel like I can, mock them a little bit. The fact what's interesting is that like as soon as I got in, a guy from a newspaper comes in, starts talking with us. He was interviewing us because like why are you guys here, like what kind of sake do you like, that stuff, like everything Japanese, like we speak a little bit. But the part that was funny is that I feel like all the festival kind of stopped and was just like watching me and stuff. My wife do the interview, so it's kind of like surreal experience. I felt like I was like a fish in an aquarium kind of deal, everybody just watching me and my broken Japanese. But anyway, I had a blast. Traveling is
awesome.
always so much fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like you found some cool metal shit too.
Oh yeah, I did send you guys some pictures, right, of certain books that I found. They have a thing
Yeah.
for catalogs. They love like band catalogs.
Mhm.
So you go to, there's like this very popular record store over there called Tower Records, which is like more mainstream.
Mhm.
But they have like a books session, and then there's always some sort of metal book, and a full of baby metal CDs for my friend Wibbs right here. I know he hates it, but
He loves it so much.
yeah,
I love to
that's
hate.
that's an inside joke inside of our podcast here, like between us, like the whole baby metal hate. But anyway, the the interesting thing is that I did tell you guys before that Japan is sort of a weird place. I feel like sometimes we are very caught up with, whether bands they are like sketch or not and stuff like that. But you can just walk in the store in Japan, in a place that is very full of people, very active and stuff, and then you just pull up a book and then you're just going through the pages and you see the most sketchiest like bands ever right next to most popular acts, and nobody cares.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of weird. It's sort of like the sort of the weird part of Japan, and they do love power metal. Like you find so much stuff about power metal over there. It's like every freaking where. They
This
just
is
love
Wibbs'
it.
fucking nightmare. This
It
place.
is Whips' nightmare. Yeah, fighting because I went to the southern part of Japan. It was outside of Tokyo. I did look around online to see if there were any metal shows or anything like that going on, and I actually had a hard time finding anything. Like some of the
Oh,
towns that
wow.
I've been to, because they were more in the countryside, they barely have like a rock bar kind of deal. So I had a sort of like a hard time finding. There was like one city like Nagasaki, popular
Mm.
city. Everybody knows about Nagasaki, where they had a metal bar, but the hours were like kind of crazy, and it didn't really fit my schedule, so I ended up not going. But that was about it.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like a great
Wonderful
trip.
country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's I always had a good time. Yeah.
And we could be talking more about Japan in the not so distant future. But that's not today.
Yes.
That is not what we're doing today. Today, we're just talking about like what's been going on this year. Since it's been a little bit since, I think our last episode was the end of the year for 2025. So we figured might as well talk through what we've been listening to, so far this year. I don't think, at least I think I can speak for all of us here. We didn't really do a ton of prep other than making clips. So we're kind of going into this blind and raw, as it were. So. I don't know who wants to just get us started. See what you've been listening to.
Okay, can I go first, because I think there's something here. I think I told you guys this as I was preparing the clips. Um, I did my neck got a very good workout because I was trying to find a very good clip to bring from
Okay.
this particular album, which is my favorite album of the year so far. But I ended up with like something, just the beginning, the opening song, and I think that everybody, well, if you don't love this, then I really don't understand why you're listening to us. I'm just gonna
Oh,
put it out there. All right.
well,
So
all
why
right.
don't we start with my first clip, which is called "Prepare Your Necks." All right,
I'm scared. Let's do it.
3.
I'm going to guess what this is. I think we'll find out afterwards if I guess correctly.
All right. Okay, 3, 2, 1,
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. I was hoping someone would bring this. Yeah.
I'm a teenager again. It's so sad that I had to cut this clip short because
I
it
know,
doesn't
it's so
stop.
good.
It keeps
God,
going.
I love this album. Mm.
All right, this is the beautiful band called Cruel Force on the album. Well, we were just talked about Japan. I don't know if this name is Japanese, but it's called Haneda. I don't know what the hell.
I don't know what that means.
Probably not. Probably not. But I don't know where it comes from. I know nothing about the plot or the background of the history for the album. And yeah, this was released in 2026, not in the 80s, surprisingly. This is crazy. I mean, guys, you guys know I did not know this band.
Oh
which
wow.
might be
Really?
shocking. Yeah, which so much. I love this song. You guys know I love early Sodom, early Creator, early Destruction. That's my bread and butter. That's the stuff that I grew up listening to, and I really did not know about them. And I saw one of our friends commenting about this album, and I remember I was just coming out of listening to the new Hell Ripper, and I thought that one was pretty good. I love Hell Ripper. And then I hit play on this one, and I do not remember the Hell Ripper album anymore. I have no idea what happened there. This is all I know. This and what we and if you know if you don't know the band and you don't know the album, this is exactly what you were imagining. Like if you look into their the cover art, if you listen to the rest of the album, it's exactly what you are imagining from what you got from this clip. And it's fucking rules. It's fucking amazing. Fun as shit. And so far, up until now, this is my number one album of this year.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had not listened to this yet. It's been on my to listen list for since it came out, and I've just kind of been remiss and get into it. But as soon as it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but that was also remiss of me because of course it is. But the instant it started, I was like, yeah, I know exactly what this is because I've seen the album cover, and I know that album cover goes with this music because
Yes,
what it is. Yeah, that was awesome. I loved that. I knew I was going to love it. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah, it's so good. I've listened to it. I can't even say how many times. Like it feels like every day since it came out. It's just so fun. And at least in Pennsylvania, as the weather's been getting nicer, it's just kind of fit the tone, you know. So yeah, no, I love this album. Like leaving work on a really awful day, I'm like, I need to pick me up, and it's often this one.
1000%.
Yeah, and they tread the line with like how much you can handle those fucking tom drums. I don't know if those are toms. Those like the ones I'm talking about.
Dude, I love that shit.
Real quick succession.
It's
great.
I really noticed and picked up on that and loved
and
it.
It's in like every song, and I don't hate it, but they push right to the line of me being irritated by it, but they don't go over it. So there's an art form in that.
Cool.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because we talked about this before on the pod. For all of us, we're listening to so many different bands, and a lot of them they do similar styles, but there's something special about this particular album, and sometimes it's hard to put that into words. But it's funny that you play this to a fellow metal enjoyer, and they get it right away that there is something special here. It's hard to explain what it is, but it's there. This is one of them. So I'm thoroughly enjoying this album. I also listened to this so many times, and I didn't know the band, so I went back and started. I'm starting to work on their discography now. Dawn of the Axe, which is their previous album, also fucking rules.
Yeah.
And I was sleeping on this band, and now I have so many albums to catch up. They have 4 and a lot of other stuff, but like really awesome find for me. Highlight of the year so far.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, I think that brings us to Wibbs with your pick.
Oh, the agony of choice. Do I do the black metal or the black metal? Let's have a think.
That is the question. Yeah.
Let's go with Wibbs 1.
All right. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh, it starts nice, huh? Oh yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was great.
that was Iron Firmament, and the song was the Coast of Worlds. So this is some Pacific Northwest Cascadian black metal, pretty raw as you could just hear, and those beautiful, lovely froggy vocals that just lift my spirits. And you got a Bruce Pennington cover that just probably shoe in for. Well, I don't know if like Bruce Pennington covers automatically win album cover of the year, but generally they should. So just yeah, I mean, you know what you're getting here. It's lo-fi, just fucking grimy raw black metal, but just beautiful and in a very kind of typically PNW kind of way, and it's all about like barbarians and fantasy orcs and goblins and stuff. Like, I don't know, what more can you ask for? So this is their third album, and new to me. I haven't listened to the previous stuff before this, but this is another one where you just kind of see the album art on Bandcamp. You're just like, I just want that. That's gonna be fucking
Yeah.
cool. And it did not disappoint. I like this kind of stuff.
Yeah. I actually just had the privilege of seeing them live at Kung Fu Necktie in Philadelphia with
No shit.
yeah, our buddies in Zauberai opened for them. There was somebody else in the bill who was good. I just can't remember offhand. But anyway, they were great. And those froggy vocals, he does actually really well live. I was kind of scared. But no, they sound awesome.
So it's
now,
a two-piece, right? Like, is it just a two-piece live? Yeah.
No, they had a couple look like session musicians. I think it was there was maybe 4 people on stage. I think it was him, vocalist, drummer. There's 3 or 4, I can't remember. But anyway, no, this album's great. I didn't know them before this came out, and then once I heard this album, I was like, well, I gotta check the rest of it out. And then I ended up just buying a bunch on Bandcamp. I was like the most I've spent in one day just buying all the stuff they had. Yeah, but no, this album's great. It's just in your face, just froggy vocals. They don't really stray too far from the what you kind of just heard, but that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I think that's great.
It's like, I'm gonna push Wibbs' buttons. That's it. That's all you need to do.
I love the introduction of this song. So cool.
Yeah, well, but that was not the introduction. That's actually like the end of like a kind of 8-minute long song. I just really like that part.
Yeah, no, it makes me, it's really cool. I saw you guys talking about this. It's in my list, but I didn't get to it. I also did not know the band before, so I got very surprised when the metal part kind of kicked in. I really liked it.
Yeah,
so
kind of.
We'll
like
definitely check it out.
The first half of that clip sounds kind of like a little bit like the mode or something like that, but then it kind of like the blast beats come in and the frog vocals come in, and you're like, oh,
I was expecting something more like, I was expecting like a post black metal kind of thing, or like an atmospheric black metal kind of thing.
At first, I was like, oh wow, nice. He's really getting into the new Poison Ruin album.
Yeah, it did sound really post punky, didn't it? When that clip first came on,
it did.
Oh, wow. But yeah, that's not the general vibe of the album. But like they it's they're not completely one dimensional, I guess, is the point that I was trying to make. They got a lot of cool stuff going on, and like a lot of atmospheric stuff, but ultimately you are going to get like raw black metal blast beats and frog vocals, and it's just like that's the good shit.
Yeah, and they bring melody in without it being like dungeon synthy, which is pretty rare, I think, in this type of like raw black metal. So pretty cool stuff. Yeah. Also, shout out Poison Ruin. That album is pretty awesome. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that today. At least I'm not. I'm pretty sure you guys aren't. So, let's go to. Okay, now it's choice time. This is where I shouldn't have maybe uploaded so many. I'm gonna save the best for last because it's a world premiere. Hint, hint. Let's just listen to
Oh,
the end of the episode. Get all the way to the end. So we're gonna start with number 3. Start with number 3. The boys are
Right.
back in town.
all right. Did I count? 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, that
How was
didn't suck,
that?
right? Yeah.
No.
That was, I don't think either of you probably know this band, Funebrarum.
No,
Anyone? No.
no,
They
No.
but
are so these guys are like Death Doom legends. They've been around since like the 90s. Like the mid-ish 90s I think is when they first started putting stuff out. They've got 2 like real seminal albums. But the last one came out in 2009. So this is their first stuff since really then. I think they had like an EP in 2016. But this was a, I can't pronounce this. Anella Odor Mortuarum. That's not how you say that. But from the new album Beckoning the Void of Eternal Silence, which is going to come out later this year. But yeah, no, I mean, as you heard there, some real gross Death Doom with equally gross vocals. I do wish sometimes those vocals were a little higher in the mix, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal. I think they still kind of fit. And I don't know if you guys could pick up who did that solo at the end, but it is a very familiar face.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's a Phil Tugas solo.
oh,
He's the
I see.
guitarist. He's the
Oh,
guitarist in this band.
Wow, fuck.
interesting.
Yeah, and
That's
I know it's gauche to end to end a clip on a solo, but I feel like that one,
I mean,
it was okay.
I was really impressed with the solo, but it was an awesome solo. But I was just like still just reeling from how much I fucking love the vocals. Like that, like
Yeah.
I just I was talking about like the froggy vocals on the last clip and how that pushes my buttons, but nothing pushes my buttons more than some like fucking Demolish vocals. Which is, like
Hmm.
that's what I was getting a lot of Demolish there, and that just that was fucking awesome. I very very eager to see this. So they're from New Jersey, right? And
They sure
we
are.
have a single, but we don't have an album.
Yeah.
The album is later in the year. Fuck.
Yeah, I got very excited
That's
about it, so I put it
awesome.
in here because it's the first thing they've put out in 10 years. So
Yeah.
I feel
Look
like
Wow.
it
at that
was
cover
after.
too.
I
It's
know.
like snow and trees. So I sold.
Whip is in. Yeah. Um, you should explain to the uninitiated who like Phil Togas is, I believe.
Oh, I mean, if there are such people who listen to this podcast, um, Phil Tugas,
Two
Tugas, I don't know how to
guys.
say his
Yeah.
name. Tugas,
I don't
he's
know.
like I think he's from Quebec, so probably French. Anyway, he's in, I don't know, every band. He's in, um, this band, he's in Worm,
Catalyst?
he's in Cathedalist, he's in Exul,
Oh,
who put out an
Exul, who released an album this year as well.
Yeah, that album fucks. So EXXUL, listen to that album, really good.
Z Cry, what is it? How do you pronounce that?
In my top 10 last year.
Zacradius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bass heavy black metal album. Yeah. Just guitar virtuoso all around. Just kind of a metal god
Legend.
at this point. Yeah. Just doesn't really put out anything bad. It's all good. So we're lucky to have him, and I'm lucky to have Funebrarum back, which I'm very excited about because one of my favorites of all time.
Sick.
I'm excited now as well. Same.
But I loved that. Loved that clip.
Get you some Funebrarum in your life. It's all pretty good. But anyway, that brings us back around. To
Oh, is it me again?
Mauricio. It is.
All right. So the name of the clip that I have coming up now is "What the Fuck Is Going On Here?" That's the name of the clip. That's what we're gonna listen to. All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's find out what's going on.
All right. The way I've been describing this album to people, I told you guys this. I told this to my other friend. I say people as if there's thousands of people that I know that listen to this kind of stuff. This is the most interesting album that I've listened to this year so far. It's and a lot of it has to deal with the atmosphere that they're able to create with all these different vocals. Everybody sings in this band called Egregore. It's one of them. Pronouncing.
I don't think anyone knows.
Yeah, metal band names is always really hard. They are from Canada, and it's this black/death metal / Merciful Fate King Diamond kind of thing. Well, in all fairness, I did choose this script. I did choose this clip, which is from this song called Craven Acts of Desperate Man. But I think that's the only song in the album where he does the King Diamond, like high pitch, like falsetto. Is it falsetto? I think it's a falsetto, right? The sound. I know nothing. I know nothing about the technicalities of music. It's all about feeling for me. But there is a lot. This album, it's really hard. It was really hard for me to choose something that would explain what this album is. If you keep listening, it keeps getting more and more crazy as it goes, and you need multiple listens to kind of really grasp the whole thing that's going on here. And as I was looking for some, that was a funny thing that I found. A fun fact here: I was looking into their descriptions and stuff, and the way they describe themselves. There's a part in here that says, in homage to the time before needless definition was stressed upon harsh music, Egregore exalts the echoes from the ancient Floridian swamps, Roman ruins, Hellenic temples, and Brazilian tombs.
Oh,
There you go. Well, I liked them before I even found about that, but it's just a very interesting album. I like when something blows me away like that. But the what they do with the vocals here, it is just so amazing, and I really been really enjoying this one.
It's a wild clip. Is this is this year going to be a bounce back year for $20 Spin, who've been awfully quiet for a couple of years, I reckon, because they seem to be absolutely everywhere for the first few years of this this decade, and then like a couple of years they're just not very much.
Yeah. Well, it might be. Well, for the listeners, we are doing two clips each on this episode, so it's going to be sort of a shorter one. But I did prepare a third one, and it's also from $20 Spin. Look
I
at
have
that.
so many.
Well,
I can play more. Don't worry.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we've not been going for very long, so I think we
Yeah.
might as well,
Yeah.
fire all the ammo, seeing as that's on Vogue right now.
Oh, then it's good that I did not say the name of the band. Then hell yeah,
Oh,
saved.
that's good.
Saved.
That's right.
All right.
But on Egregore, yeah, this one is so good. It's hard to describe this album. There's like so many, like each song is a little bit different, and even within each song, it sometimes will veer into the high operatic King Diamond type shit, and then like real guttural shit in like the next second. It's kind of all over the place at times, but in a good way, not in like a hard to follow way, just like a wow, these guys are like really talented. It's frustrating kind of way, you know.
Yeah. I went back and listened to the previous one, and I think that there's something with the mix in the previous one that I think kind of failed. Not failed, but like it didn't. I think in this one, it sounds more interesting to me.
Yeah.
The atmosphere of the album really shows because of the mix, because all the elements were there in the previous one, but things are a little bit more, they're not shining as much, I would say. Not as bright, to me at least.
And I feel like this is kind of an intangible. It's hard to like adequately, kind of put into words. But it's like they almost have like more of a confidence about their sound this time. Like it's like they have more of a firm idea of like, this is what we do, which is a lot of stuff. But this is what we do. Yeah, no, this is a really good album. I feel like it grows on me each time I listen to it. Like even there, I was like, this is a lot better than I thought it was when I first listened to it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. I think is it Whips' time? It's Whips' time. It's black metal time.
It's me again. Yeah, but I feel my duty to hold the end up. The black metal end. But I have listened. Like I looking at my like kind of album of the year ongoing list tracker thing. You'd be surprised to see how diverse it is at this point.
I believe that.
But there's a lot of stuff that isn't black metal. Anyway, so but this is black metal, so let's listen to this because
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question before we go? Do you feel like, because we know that you listen to a lot of different genres, Wibs, but do you feel like when it comes to the pod, your love for black metal is what prevents you from choosing anything that's not black metal?
Well, the truth in this particular instance is far less interesting. It's simply that I've really like, because I like to buy the music that I play on this pod. Like we're not a pod that like people just send us the music all the time and say hey, play our music. So I buy the music. I just haven't bought very much this year, so I'm going through my Bandcamp and I'm kind of like, well, what the fuck do I have here that I want to, play? Partly that's just because I'm broke. I'm broke as fuck because I got 2 kids in daycare. So so I'm just like they just happen to have a couple of things around here. So
Got it.
that's
Yeah.
the underlying sense of it. There's nothing more mysterious about it than that. Like I literally
Yeah.
had like 3 albums to choose from. Got some really good vinyl this year, but like again, like nowhere near as much vinyl as I have bought in the
Mhm.
past.
Yeah, plus buying
And all,
albums from outside of the United States right now is also
Yeah.
it became super expensive for reasons.
yeah, fucking reasons. All
Fucking
right. Well,
reasons, yes.
let's listen to this because this I think this is good. So let's give it a go. It's whips to as opposed to
Ah! Okay. Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1 ah.
Ah!
All right.
Well, fuck.
That was Blinded and Revealed by Misotheist, the Norwegian black metal band. The
Yeah.
new album is Pinte. It's their 4th full length. Strangely for a black metal band. No EPs, no nothing ever, just 4 albums, no demos, just 4 albums. Anyway, these guys bring this is some anti-Christian hatred in the kind of like Norwegian tradition. There's some really kind of like do not like God, like devil. I don't think necessarily that is accompanied by sketch as a given, but in any case, I don't believe they are. But yeah, just kind of pretty evil, but also complex and grandiose. So the last track on this album, this is 4 tracks on this album. The last one is 22 minutes long. It's really
wow.
epic. And they're very, very good band that I've been tracking for a while. I think I have at least 2, if not 3, of their albums at this point. They're just very, very good at what they do, and they have a lot of the stuff that I really like, which is fast, blasting, scary, dark shit with some, kind of like atmospheric components to it. But, I think what you hear in that clip at the beginning there is just like mean, it's nasty, it's heavy and aggressive, and it goes pretty fucking hard. So that's what they do, and they're very good at it. So yeah, that was Misotheist. Do you guys hear this or aware of this band at all?
Yeah, no, I as I was listening to that, I realized I had, as I am prone to do, I had made a big mistake in that I had listened to this album like once when it came out, and I was like, man, that fucking rules. And then I just forgot about it until you played it just now, and I was like, damn, that fucking rules. So yeah, great reminder. I did just move that up my list of like, yeah, you should listen to that, Derek. Yeah, no, because that was great. And honestly, the like opening riffs kind of reminded me, weirdly, I didn't think about this before, of like the Sons of Northern Darkness era Immortal almost. Those like real
Yeah,
slow, cold kind of riffs. Yeah,
very
that
cold.
ruled.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
It's really, really nasty that opening part of that clip. Again,
Yeah,
not the
I didn't.
beginning of a song, like kind of like in the middle endish kind of part of a song.
I did know of the band. I remember listening to the previous one. That I'm looking at Metallica right here. It came out in 2024. I don't remember whether it made my list or not though. This clip was awesome, but and this album, I think you mentioned this one before in one of the servers that we're in together. Discord servers we're in together with,
Probably.
and I think I
Yeah.
had it on my. Actually, I'm looking. I have it on my list here. Just didn't get to it. But this clip was really cool. Really like it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some evil shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's evil shit. It's not the normal Wibs, like, kind of pansy, like, atmospheric black metal. I mean, like, not to say that this doesn't have atmosphere, but this is the mean stuff.
I mean,
Um,
and if I can make one observation, in this one is sort of like you going back to the roots of black metal in this episode in a way. Like you brought one raw black metal, one very evil satanic black metal band. Like, where's the post metal stuff? Where's the feelings?
well,
You know?
so I very nearly, I couldn't find quite the right 90-second clip from a post-hardcore / post-metal band from the
Oh,
Philippines, called Limbs. I was really going to use that, but then I like I said, I just couldn't quite find the clip that I wanted. So I nearly did that, and then I ended up just selling out and just doing black metal. But like I said, I have been listening to a lot of stuff that isn't black metal this year.
and we
No,
believe you. We do.
yeah, and those were good choices. So
And black metal rules for what it's worth. Like, it's not a
yeah,
bad
it
thing.
does.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm partial.
Yeah. And on that note, actually, we should move to since I'm apparently playing maybe all of these. I'm gonna go with number two.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with number two, which is The Way of Vikings, but good.
All
Ooh.
right.
So it's a new enslaved.
Not quite.
Okay.
All right, 3 and 2 and 1 and go.
I think I've listened to this album at the gym. Is it Bronze Hall? Bronze Hall?
Bronze Hall. That's right. That's
Ah,
right.
there you go.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. It is really good. Yeah. So that was the song Call of Steel from the album Embers of the Dawn by Bronze Hall.
Ah,
and that's a self-released record. Yeah, so that was some Finnish. I don't know if you want to call it epic black metal. I know some people don't like that Viking metal. I don't know. It's good. It's got riffs. It sounds a little vaguely Bathory like. But yeah, no, it's those like real guttural kind of vocals, and going back to the Finnish stuff too. I did, and because Finland is fraught with some unsavory perhaps characters. I did do some research, and this guy seems clean. Seems clean, you know.
Good job.
So there's that. But yeah, those like real guttural, almost lamp of murmur kind of vocals. I think work really well with the kind of riffs that come in with that, and yeah, no, I don't have a ton to say about this. I just like really enjoy. I've played this a lot, so I can kind of throw it on whenever, and it just kind of fits every mood. It's just like it's a great record that just doesn't really
Yeah,
doesn't
I
get
got to
complicated.
this one as well because of the battery thing. It was mentioned somewhere. I don't remember where I got it from. Might have even been you.
I
I
think I
don't
might
know.
have posted it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, I see battery. I'm like, I'm in. I want to check this out. And this is actually pretty good. It's not exactly the same. There's like some other stuff like in there, but it really it pinches that urge to like go for this specific kind of sound that battery
Mhm.
kind of used to do. Like I think it's able to kind of you can get a kick out of it. So
Yeah.
pretty good. Yeah.
Well, that was fucking great. I just love that kind of stuff, and headbanging all the way through. So like, again, not too much, but like the vocals are just like fucked. I love the rawness of the unfilteredness of the whole production style.
Hmm.
It was just great. And just galloping, you know, riffage. What's not to like? Fucking
Right.
awesome. This
Right.
has not been on my to listen list. I think I must have missed your recommendation, Derek. I do apologize.
Don't let it happen
But
again, please.
it's yeah, I'll try. It's on the thing now, and it's actually name your price on Bandcamp. So I should probably just do the needful.
It's worthwhile. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I think I got it as well. Yeah.
There's no
It's
reason not to, you know?
I'm very excited with this year, by the way. It's
Hmm.
only April, and I think that I have so many records that are really good. So far, such a contrast with last year, I would say. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, by this point
Yeah.
last year, I was still kind of lost. I was like, I don't know what's going on, kind of deal. Now I have like a solid like 4 or 5 records that I'm like, yeah, this is the shit. This is really good.
Yeah, no,
Just
this year has started so strong. I think I've got how many are in my list already? I've got 55 albums in my list already.
damn.
Which feels like a lot. But I mean,
It
as I'm
is.
looking
A
through it,
lot
it's
more
it's
than
not
I
just
have.
like, and this does have some non-metal stuff in it, but like on the
And for
whole,
the
these are all
listeners,
like,
we're not competing, even though it kind of looks like we are. We're
yeah.
not competing.
But no, I mean, it's been a strong year so far, and I know there's some good
Yeah.
stuff coming up too.
Yeah, my list is very
It's
short,
definitely like, I mean,
but
I just before that clip, I mentioned the great Viking black metal band Enslaved. They're teasing one.
That's right.
We know
Yeah.
we have Panopticon coming.
yep.
We just got well, 2/3 of us think a truly fucking amazing Immolation album like a few
Yeah.
days ago, and it's not part of this podcast.
Hey.
Yeah.
I never said it was a bad album. I just said
But you didn't say it was
I,
great.
I just said to me, it's
is
not,
great.
it's not the eighth wonder of the world. That's all. It's like it's a solid Immolation album.
It's not. It's.
I beg to
It
differ.
just. Yeah.
Okay, then we're gonna differ.
Uh,
I didn't see what you guys are seeing, honestly. There's some feeling in there, maybe it's a band you guys been following for a long time. There's some
Hey,
yeah, there is
human
that.
thing in there. Yeah.
it's okay. We can all be wrong about stuff every so often. Like it happens. It does.
It's good. I've never said it was bad, for the record. But anyway,
But yeah, like I can already tell that my, when we come to do the top tens or whatever we do at the end of the year, I feel like I'm gonna feel a lot happier about my list than I would last year. Though the album that I've listened to the most in 2026 by far is Grieving by Barren Path, which was my album of the year in 2025.
that's an easy one though. You hit play, you just wait an hour to pass, and it's already like 5 listens or something. So
It is cheating a little bit. That's true.
it's cheating a little bit.
It
Yeah.
is so good. It's so good. But I want to press play on it more than I do on anything else.
Yeah, I think
So
mine is
good.
probably Gateways to Annihilation. Just been listening to a
Oh,
lot
wow.
of Morbid Angel.
Oh, that's a wait. I'm a huge fan, as you guys know.
Yes.
So
yes.
it's a really good choice,
Yeah,
man.
mid period
Really good choice.
Morbid Angel has just been what I've been going for. I don't know what that says about me or the times, but alas, that's what I've been reaching for. But as we move on to, I think we're back up to Mauricio, who I also think is.
Oh yeah, I did prepare one more clip. So originally,
Yeah.
we thought we were just gonna get 2 clips each and stuff. We ended up preparing more, so I think we're gonna just go through all of them.
Fuck
So
it,
yeah,
who
so
cares? There's no
my
rules.
last clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no rule, whatever. My last clip for the night, for the day. I don't know when you're listening to this, but the clip is called "Some Serious Stuff Going On Here." So let's get to that one. 3, 2, 1, go.
You're gonna
That has to be a
skip
longer
that?
one. Yeah,
Why
it
are
had
you
to be
why
like
were you gonna skip that?
it had to be longer though, because there's just so much going on, and I had a hard time finding a way to stop it. This is the beautiful song called "The Sight of Saturn" by this band called Coscradh. Coscradh.
Oh yeah.
This is the one with the kind
Ireland.
of Adam Burke cover of the guy.
Exactly. It's the guy
flashing
holding like a sight,
planet.
and then there's like a
Yeah.
planet, and he kind of, it
Yeah.
felt like he kind of cut the planet open or something.
I keep meaning to listen to this.
It's
It's
a
good.
beautiful album cover, and a beautiful album as well. The black death metal, like it's like like blackish death metal. Does that make sense?
It's almost
it didn't sound
weird,
at
almost-
all like what I thought.
Yeah,
it was
you have to
gonna
listen to
be
the rest
cover.
of the album though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's there. This particular song, I think it's my favorite of the album, the favorite of the album. But I really struggled like finding a clip because there's just so much going on here. But yeah, it's another one from $20 Spin, by the way. You guys were talking about the label before, and yeah, I think it's probably the death metal album I've listened to the most this year so far. It was Invictus before, which is more, there's parts of Invictus that can be a little bit more thrashy. Invictus is that band from Japan. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? The album with the green cover.
I
Invictus?
love that Invictus.
It's
album. I'm
It's a great
listening
album.
to it, and
Yeah.
Listen to that Invictus album.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
That has more riffs than any other album. It's like they even like it's almost kind of like a little pretentious in the sense that they call themselves like riff metal or something like
Yeah,
that.
they call themselves riff metal.
Which makes me kind of go, oh, but they bring the riffs. They have the
They
riffs.
do bring the riffs.
They
Yes.
have the currency to back it up. And
Yeah.
anyway, sorry. Let's
No,
talk
it's
about
fine. And Coscradh, I don't know how to pronounce this. This is
Um,
ancient Irish or something. It means massacre. I don't know how to pronounce any of that stuff. The names of the guys in the band as well, they all use names that are, I think ancient Irish. And I did listen to the previous one. I remember when it came out, like that was like 4 years ago or something. And I remember the cover. I remember not liking it that much. I don't know what it was, but it didn't really stuck with me. This one though, similar to Egregore, I guess. I just feel like the band is more confident in their sound, and it shows. Right, you can feel that confidence in what they're doing. But basically, yeah, it's beautiful, and it's the kind of stuff that I think it's the genre that I like the most is like more traditional death metal, I would say, even though I bring thrash to this pod all the time just to keep the vibes going. I would say that I do listen to more death metal than other genres. And yeah, this album really hits all my buttons. Really liked it, and I've been listening to it quite a bit.
Yeah. No, I really like this one too. It's it almost veers into like war metal at times too, which I really like. I feel like we don't get enough war metal nowadays, and the war metal that we do get is by some of those aforementioned unsavory characters who were like, oh boy, well, God, I can't listen to that. But these guys, these seem like good Irish lads, so it seems like we can definitely listen to them. But anyway, yeah, this album is really good. Yeah, it's not one I've spent enough time with probably, because even just there I was like, oh, I really like this, and it almost was like new to me until you mentioned Coscradh. I was like, oh yeah, I have heard this before. So I think it just speaks to the volume of stuff that's been coming out this year.
Yep.
Or the amount of Morbid Angel I've been listening to. Just maybe
this one is this one is a lot in the vein of like another band that I like. I know there's people that can sometimes have a hard time listening to them, but like it's Black Curse. I love Black Curse.
Oh,
But I know it can be taxing when you're listening to them. And I think Coscradh, it can get a little bit into that the realm of things a little if you're listening to it quite frequently.
Yeah.
Still pretty awesome. Oh, I like this kind of stuff. So
Yeah. Nice.
all right.
Well, I guess that brings us to the final one. But I guess before we go into the final one, I did just want to point out that I think we've all kind of tried to pick more obscure, like not like the big releases that you would expect. Like Worm would be a big one. Obviously, if you're listening to this podcast, you probably heard of Worm.
Worm is definitely an album of the year contender for me.
Easily.
Yeah, it's fucking magnificent.
It transports me back to the early 2000s when
Incredible.
we had a lot of the classic black metal albums kind of popping, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
No,
it's really good.
I love that. Love that album. But like albums like that one, Converge, Cryptic Shift, like you probably already know that one. So we've tried to, bring you broaden your horizons. That's what we do here. That's what we do here at the Purgatory Aftershow.
Plus, how the fuck do you choose a clip from this new Crypt Shift album?
I don't know.
It's like 5 hours long or something. How the hell do you get a clip out of it? I love it, by the way, but
Great. Yeah. I don't know if we have enough time to talk about that behemoth of an album. But yeah, well, that brings us to this final one, which yeah, let's just play it and then we'll talk about it afterwards. This would be number 1. So it's a fucking world premiere. Let's go. 3, 2,
right.
and 1.
Power
That was fucking cool.
Right? Yeah. So that was Cemetery Piss, which they hail from Baltimore, Maryland,
Ooh.
and that was the song Terror Void from their, as far as I can tell, as yet to be revealed new album. So this was, I think, a first for the pod. Actually, I know it's a first for the
Yeah.
pod. We never had a premiere before, as far as I can tell. I think this is a premiere. And yeah, we have some mutual friends with the guys in the band, and they kind of gave us a sneak peek and gave us permission to play the song. And yeah, I mean, I don't think any of us would, lie to people if we didn't like that song, even though they did us a solid and let us listen to something early. But yeah, that fucking ruled. These guys clearly know what they're doing. They've been around for a while. The one main guy in the band is Adam Savage, who books a lot of the shows in the Baltimore area, down at like a soundstage at Nevermore. Yeah, MDF. He does a lot of the booking for Maryland Death Fest. Yeah, no, that was pretty cool. It was pretty cool, but I wonder what you guys thought.
Rips. It seems appropriate.
Rips.
That's fucking ripped. Yeah, I mean, just like that kind of you know convergence of black metal and punk and thrash, which I mean I think is like almost a pretty kind of common theme around here, is like something that we all like. And that was just like really really nicely done. I love that fucking tempo change in the middle of that clip, like the
Mhm.
way it just kind of like just dropped back just a little bit and just like kind of gave you that extra kind of like, oh wait, and like, yeah, okay, we're gonna groove a little bit here, which is kind of really cool to hear in that kind of you know what kind of like feels almost like a kind of like, okay, we're gonna just like lo-fi like bash our heads and thrash, but like that was really cool to hear. And I yeah, this was a great fucking clip, and I'm super excited to hear that album. Like
Yeah.
let's get on it. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I think I said it before in the pod that this year has been kind of showing to me like how there's so many albums that are coming out and doing the right thing within their genres. Um, it's like it's not just like a thrash metal album; it's a thrash metal album. Not just like a death metal; it's a death metal. You know what I mean? There's a lot of bands
Mhm.
that are coming out this year and doing this kind of stuff. This is in that same vein, and I'm very excited to hear the full album, because I did enjoy the clip as well. It's kind of like what Wibbs was saying. It's in that vein. It just instantly reminds me of like this intersection between like black metal and then the thrash bands that used to do
Mhm.
kind of black metal-ish things in the past, which is something that
Yeah.
I like quite a bit. So really enjoyed the clip. I hope we get to listen to the whole album soon.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was really sick, and we really appreciate the guys in Cemetery Piss allowing us the honor to listen to that and kind of show everybody else what they're all about. So please listen to that album when it comes out because it was super sick. I wish I could say what it was, but we just don't know. They didn't tell us everything. So alas. Anyway, um, yeah. So I mean, that's all the clips we have, I think.
Yeah,
Um, so what do we think? I mean, it sounds like we're all kind of agreeing this has been a pretty good year so far, and there's a lot of good stuff coming out. Um, yeah. Anything
yes,
else?
Good year so far. I limited it to the end of March, just January through March.
Hmm.
But my two favorite albums of the year have come out in the last like 6 days or something like that. So
Ah,
they're in April. Um, but I think that's just a sign of what else is to come. And I think it's just going to be really stacked.
Yeah, I'm particularly like very excited with this year so far. I don't have as many albums as Derek, which is a maniac, like 55 or
I
something. That's
know.
insane.
That's not counting Bandcamp.
Oh man. But yeah, I'm I'm more selective with my metal, okay?
Oh,
Um
you're
I
selective.
just don't have I just don't listen as much stuff as you do. I wish I did. But so
Yeah,
far, the
I'm not
stuff
with
that I
you.
have selected here, man, it's just bangers. It's bangers. Like even coming to this episode, I was afraid there was gonna be more overlaps, and I actually leave the pod with even more things to listen to. So
Mhm.
definitely a very good year so far.
Yeah, just like we hope our listeners do. Just they leave with even more stuff they didn't even know about before.
Yeah.
Um,
And don't sleep
we
on
are
that Worm album. Yeah, we didn't bring the
true.
the classics, but the Worm album, I agree. It's
Hmm.
fucking rips, dude. So good.
And
Yeah.
also I another one that I kind of wanted to bring up and just didn't get around to it, but like fucking Speglass. Like people should go
Yes.
listen to
Oh yeah, I
Speglass.
did listen
I
to that
thought
one as
one
well.
of you was
Like
Yes.
gonna bring it. That's why I didn't bring
I
it.
yeah, I kind of thought the same and just didn't get around to it. But just
Damn.
people that don't know about Speglass, like well, at least as far as I'm concerned, the best album of the 2020s is called The Eternal Resonance by a band called Sweven, who grew out of another band called Morbus Crohn. And Speglass is basically Sweven. It's this. Well, it's the vocalist and guitarist from and the drummer from Sweven with two other guys.
Yeah,
And it's fucking good. Like the
that's underselling it. It is pretty incredible. Yeah.
yeah yeah it's very good. Very incredible. So that's another like major one that I think that I don't know like why I think that one is obscure and might be
Yeah.
going under people's radar because like I really did think Sweven's last one really made waves in the right places, but like yeah, Speglass, Endarkenment, Being and Death. It's really
Yeah,
good.
definitely a good one.
Co-sign that. Yeah. Yeah, any shout outs for you, Mauricio? Other than the worm, of course.
There's two. One is Gut Void.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's
Absolutely.
also really really good album. It's called Liminal Shrines. I'm looking into my list here. That's a really good one. And there's another one. It's this band. I'm not sure if you guys listened to this, but it's called Insanguinate.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
that's
think you posted
awesome.
that one.
Did
Yeah.
you guys listen to that? Dude,
Mm-hmm.
this
Yeah,
that shit is fucking amazing.
yeah,
Um, yeah, it's also the sort of the evil spectrum of metal, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah, there's a lot of the stuff that's coming my way. There's like many intersections between black and death metal this year so far. So yeah, those two, I think, Gut Void and Sanguinate, also two
Mm-hmm.
really pretty cool new
yeah,
records by those two bands.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I guess ones we haven't mentioned already that I would shout out would be we already talked about Exul. That Ecto Void album. I don't know if you've heard of that Ecto Void album.
yeah. That's
Anybody?
really good. Yeah, I
It's
really
pretty
like that.
good.
Yeah,
And then the other one I would say, honestly, I haven't super cared about this band's last couple of records. But Temple of Void, their new album. It's pretty good.
Hmm.
Pretty good. It appeals to the Death Doom types, of course.
They've appeared on Spotify for me a couple of times, and I've been like, huh, I like this,
Yeah.
but it says that
Yeah.
it's Temple of Void. Huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
Um,
they brought in some like post metal kind of stuff. It's kind of nice. It all kind of meshes
yeah.
really well.
I know also that some people were kind of mad about this one, at least in our circles. But I really liked it, the new fossilization. I thought it was good.
Yeah,
It's not
I thought it
bad.
was good. What are they mad about?
Yeah, I
that,
know.
that,
I
that
just
was, that
saw some
was
people saying it was not as good or whatever. I was like, oh, it's really good Death Doom. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just about to say, hey, like we're forgetting about fossilization.
Yeah.
Oh man, how can we forget? Speaking of, I can't believe we've let this go so far. There's a new 6 Feet Under album coming out later this year.
Wow.
Oh man.
Man,
Stop the press.
whew, I don't know why we didn't make a clip of that single that came out. That would have been really good for the listeners to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
it
never
really
forget
came.
the story. We already told that story of me and Weeps at a bar and the guy coming to us and just talking about the patches in our vests, and then
Yeah.
this guy, yeah, you guys should come here. Like, oh, yeah, I saw a cool band last week or something. It was 6 Feet Under, and like, okay.
Oh. But we're happy
Yeah.
for him. We're happy he was happy.
Yeah, the guy's happy. That's good. Yeah,
Yeah, and that's all
for
that
sure.
matters in these
Yeah.
trying times. And anyway, I guess that brings us to the end, as far as I know, because we've talked about all of the metal that we came to talk about, as well as some more, that we didn't anticipate coming in. So that was pretty cool. We got to play some even more metal than we anticipated. So thanks everybody for if you made it this far. And thanks again to Cemetery Piss for allowing us to play that cool song for everybody. Yeah, no, I hope you guys enjoyed it. So, any parting words?
Not really.
No. Okay.
I don't know.
That's fair.
We
That's
always
fair.
struggle with this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We're doing our best here. I don't know.
We'll just say goodbye. So
Yes.
long. Farewell.
Goodbye. See you
Until
guys
next
next time.
time.